Have you state your name and date of birth, please, sir?
Wesley Mason, 2277.
Mr. Mason. Looks like I last saw you on March 13th. We had at that time a failure to complete 3 days work crew, a balance owing on your stay of $150. I reassigned your work crew and you didn't do the work crew again.
I'm having a hard time with the work crew just because of my schedule with my kids and stuff.
Okay.
I'm a single dad, so I'm having, I got them on the weekends and it's just really hard for me to get out and do work crew. Is there a way I can pay fines on it?
Well, you're
just
not
the work
paying,
crew
you
is just
paid
being
your stay
really hard.
balance yet.
I can pay my stay balance. Is there a way I can pay on the other ones so I can?
I'm not in, so you entered a contract back in November and your contract had terms. I'm not negotiating a contract that I didn't enter. You signed an agreement that said you'd do 3 days of work crew. You signed an agreement that said you'd pay a fine, not that you'd come back here 6 months later and try to renegotiate your agreement. One of the things I told you when I entered this agreement is I'm not a party to it. You signed a contract. You're not following the terms of the contract. I reassigned your work crew as last chance. That means it's going to be jail time now. I'm going to convert it to 1 day of jail. I don't want you to have more time than necessary, but that's what it's going to be at this stage. So if you want to sit down and look at a calendar, you're going to tell me a date and time that you're going to report to the Skamania County Jail. Okay?
There's no way to try to do the work crew one more time.
No, last chance means last chance, sir. That's why it's on your paperwork. So have a seat if you want to look at a calendar, or if you want to tell me a report date and a report time, we'll give you the day right now.
What are the days? What is it? What's the day?
I can check you into that jail 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You have to provide me a date within the next 3 weeks, though. So if you want to look at a calendar, I'm more than fine with not putting you on the spot because you need to choose the date and time that you can show up with picture ID in your jail form to do your 1 day.
Yeah, let me figure out what day works.
All right, sit down and figure that out and then come back up in front of me when you have a date. Where are we at, Mr. Busby?
Thank you, Your Honor. I did speak with Mr. Mason. He's agreed to extend jurisdiction on this stay with the conversion of work crew to 1 day of jail. He is asking to go out to the 17th of June to do that 1 day in jail. The court indicated within 3 weeks. The city has no objection to the 17th.
What is the jurisdiction extended to when?
We would ask jurisdiction be extended 6 months just to make sure that this gets done. In the event that he doesn't turn himself in, then we'd file a motion to revoke. He has a small balance left with the city, and the 1 day in jail would be.
I'm going to set it out to the 25th of September. That'll be the date. I'm fine with the jail form. What time do you want to show up on June 17th, sir?
I don't know how it works. So
You have a report date that's on your jail form. You bring the jail form, picture ID, and yourself to the Skamania County Jail in Stevenson, Washington. So I'm asking you what time you can show up at this Skamania County Jail on the 17th of June.
So if I show up at like 11 and I stay till 11 the next day.
AM or PM? Yeah. You just tell me your report time you're going to be there by.
You can be early, you can't be late.
Let's do like 11 in the morning.
Okay.
Check in. Show up at 10.
All right, I'm going to set a review date for just after that to make sure he does check in. So review date is going to be June 26th. What's your next mandatory court date, sir? We're going to give you some jail paperwork. You also get some documentation about that next court date.
Okay.
We're going to provide you some paperwork at the desk by the door, and once you have your documents, you are free to go.